Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to discuss JASMY. None of the content is financial advice. Over the last 24 hours, JASMY and most of the crypto market has taken a bullish turn. JASMY is up by about 18%. Over the last 7 days, up by about 9%. It's the fourth most trailing crypto of the top 100 cryptos by market cap. The market cap is under 700 million. The volume traded is over 100 million. In terms of tokenomics, it has one of the best tokenomics, where the max supply is 50 billion, out of which almost 99% of the circulating supply is in circulation. That is over 49 billion out of the 50 billion, almost 49.5 billion. In terms of where the current price of about 1.3 cents features over the last 1 year, if you look at the price action at one point, the price action was about 5.5 cents. Now it's 1.4 cents, so about 66% down from that local high for JASMY over the last 1 year. In terms of price versus market cap growth, you can see growing hand in hand if you toggle between these charts. Again, if the underlying crypto does not have great tokenomics, such as having most of the supply in circulation, what tends to happen is, even though there is a growth in market cap, because newer tokens are released, the price does not kind of match that growth. That means token holders get diluted due to new token supply, which is not being the case for JASMY. It's currently ranked number 90th by market cap. If you look at JASMY's technicals, since about this is a weekly price action since the token launch in 2021 May, in the middle of the bull market, at our price action was at around $1.66. Never got back to that trend even in the later half of the bull run in 2021. If you look at it from the 2021 high perspective till the November 2021 high, not the launch high, because again in May the cryptos that were launched in May again suffered a lot due to unfavorable launch period, in the heated nature of the bull run at that point in time. So from a technical perspective, rather than looking at the launch related technicals, after 3 to 4 months cool off and in the November 2021 rally, the price action did have a local high at around 32 cents. So going with that Fibonacci levels from 32 cents to the all eventual lows at 1/5 of a cent, almost 1/5 of a cent, at around 0.002 dollars in the depths of the bear market of December of 2022, as well as tested back in October 2023. From that low formation, price action has not even gone to the 0.23 fib level. That would be at around 7.8 cents. Right now the price action is contending with a lot of resistances, especially as it meets the 20 week simple moving average coming in at around 1.5 cent, and 21 week exponential moving average coming in at around 1.68 cents. So those are the key levels to watch to the upside. To the downside, there is also support that JASMY did respect essentially since about May 2022 till about September 2022, which eventually got broken down in the final half of the 2022 dump, and till about February 2024 the price action was below this level of about 1 cent. Now in the March April downturn, this support was respected, so going with that 1 cent support does make at least in a short term some sense. Again, not financial advice. So the downside is at around 1 cent, the upside at around 1.6 between 1.5 and 1.6 cents. Let's see where in which direction the price action breaks out of. In terms of the machine learning based price forecast, again, all of the content from here on available on cryptoweeklies.com for free. You don't have to sign up or watch any ads on this platform. And not just for JASMY, for most of the top 100 cryptos by market cap, we have machine learning based price forecasts, regression analysis, estimated bull run targets, risk based models, and for the top cryptos, retirement related analysis, compound annual growth rate related models, and also another technical indicator such as how is the social media sentiment currently. Is it bullish or bearish? Again, social media 20 scores over the last 24 hours says it's a neutral market. How is the Bitcoin and ETH risk looking at to look for any macro top in the bull run again, like it did indicate in December as well as in March of 2024, as the risks were elevated on Bitcoin at that point. Year to date ROI selection and analysis for Bitcoin versus Bitcoin in 2025 versus 2021, how it is going, uh, analyzing seasonality, all of this. Bull market completion indicator, how are the top 100 cryptos doing on their risk reward journey throughout the bull run to identify major peaks and bottoms. The narratives which are gaining some traction in the market, again mostly it's Bitcoin, and there is a bill that is being discussed, and the stablecoin related regulation and how some of the acts are passed related to the Genius Act. So those are the popular narrative and discussion in the um, in the social media related to crypto social media environment such as YouTube and X over the last 7 days. Any noteworthy spikes in altcoin narratives? Again, right now it's missing, so it's all Bitcoin season at this point in time. Again, the performance of some of the top cryptos over the last 24 hours, 7 days, 30 days to identify which crypto have a better seasonality. Right now it's Bitcoin Cash. We did cover Bitcoin Cash a lot on the YouTube channel. You can check out the videos on the homepage of this YouTube channel over here. Right now we are talking about JASMY. We have covered JASMY at length from last 2 months, 4 months, as well as throughout the course of the bear market, when the price was much lower than what it is now. Again, you can see the other videos such as Bitcoin Cash over here. A lot of videos made over the last month or so, as well as throughout the bear market and the recovery year for Bitcoin Cash, to identify some of the great accumulation territories using machine learning and data science. Again, not financial advice in any sense. So going back to JASMY and its machine learning based price forecast, in a case of a non-Euphoria or one standard deviation bull run in the next 6 months, the price action forecasted is between 1.3 cents and about 4.6 cents. That's without a Euphoria rally. A 2 standard deviation or a Euphoria case for JASMY, where the peak is within 95% confidence that the peak is within the bounds of this orange line between 1.63 cents and about $1. That is what is forecasted for JASMY in a case of a Euphoria in the market in the next half of 2025, beginning next week or so. Now it's 24th of June. The next half begins in July. If we look for the bear case, in case there is a downturn in the next 6 months, the support is between 4.3 cents and about between half of a cent, slightly less than half of a cent, 0.0043 dollars, or you can say that almost 0.43 cents to 0.95 cent. So that's slightly under 1 cent. That is the support established using machine learning based model. You can check those supports and resistance in the tabular format as well. Again, the purpose is not to say if the prices have to go up or down with time. That is determined by the market forces, but this machine learning based model help identify what is a one standard deviation bull case outlook if the bull case were to pan out, if what is the one standard deviation support if the bear case were to pan out, and again if there is a Euphoria, what could theoretical price action do using historical price action, seasonal ARIMA, and other machine learning models such as SGBoost and LSTM. So this is how the models have been trained. Again, all of these models are trained in-house. Thousands of hours of effort to maintain and curate these models. So if you like this kind of a content, please give us a like and subscribe to support the channel as well as stay updated. The regression based fair value for JASMY is captured by this pink line, which says anything above this pink line is overvaluation territory under this pink line, especially under this 1 standard deviation residual applied to the pink line, which is this green line, is considered an accumulation territory for JASMY using a regression based approach. Right now the fair value is coming in at around 1.3 cents, kind of close to the current price action. Let's see if there is a breakout. And in the post halving years, it's not too unnatural to see the price action going above the fair value, but close to that 1 standard deviation ceiling applied to the fair value, where a residual of one standard deviation or a 68th percentile bull case takes the price action per this model to about 2.6 cents, about 2x from the current price of about 1.3 cents. So that's the conservative estimate using 1 standard deviation residual application to the fair value. A 2 standard deviation residual application would be 95th percentile bull case, as the top was predicted by this model back in May and November 2021. If a similar bull run were to happen to about 5.5 cents, that is a conservative target established by this model. And the 3 standard deviation, if there is a major breakout, it's at around 11 cents. That is the peak established using regression based analysis. Using the similar analysis applying to the color codes using the regression based fair values and the proportional and time adjusted distance between the fair value, this model did identify some of the decent accumulations. And again, this is risk levels color coded using the regression based fair value and the incremental risk levels. So whenever for this model, whenever the risk levels are less than 10%, again, no model can accurately predict what the price action would do. If let's say there is no recovery, then all of it is risky. And again, cryptos are risky inherently by the nascent stage of the bull of the adoption cycle for cryptos again. But you can see that whenever this model helped identify this great accumulation territory between 10%, less than 10% risk, or between 0 and 0.1 risk, again color coded in this plum region, those were some of the best time to accumulate JASMY per the model. Again, we made several videos when the price action was in this early April territory. Again, you can check it out on the YouTube channel. A lot of videos made related to JASMY over here. Again, as we described earlier, when the price action over 2 months ago was in the depths of this bearish phase. You can check, lots of videos were made. And the opposite of this is the intermediate peak identification, where most of the non-euphoria rallies eventually going to that between 0.4 to 0.6 risk. If the price action were to go to that 0.4 to 0.6 risk, the price action forecasted is between 2 cents, and again this is a rounded off to between 2 cents and 3 cents is what it's forecasted by this regression based estimation for JASMY. The other estimation is the simple moving average, 20-week simple moving average based data points. Again, they are mostly in this range bound risk between 0.4 to 0.6 risk. If the higher end of that 0.6 risk were achieved by the model, the model thinks that the price action could be between 11 cents and 16 cents. So that's the 20-week simple moving average based forecast for JASMY. Again, we at the end have a combination of all the models to identify what is a theoretical estimated bull run peak. Again, the time weighted average price model for JASMY says that the time weighted average price has been declining. This blue line, the price has never caught up to the time weighted average price since the last time, that is in May 2021. Since then, price action has been having a downturn at a macro level for this model. Overall, the JASMY's estimated bull run peak with the regression based risk at around 23%, simple moving average price risk at around 48%, time weighted average price risk is very low. Overall, the weighted risk is 21%. Estimated bull run peak is at around 6 cents, taking a weighted approach using the individual models. Overall reward at around 4.5x from the current price of about 1.3 cents. And with that, I would like to conclude the video by saying a lot of confluence at 7.8 cents if the price action were to go to that level. And per the machine learning based models, the peak in a euphoria case could be $1, but in a non-euphoria case for JASMY, as predicted by this one standard deviation machine learning based forecast is coming in at around 6.5 cents. That's where the estimated bull run case across the three risk based model is kind of meeting this machine learning based price between 7 cents and 8 cents. That's where most of the realistic case, again not financial advice, for JASMY looks like, with almost 6 months of the bull market ahead of us, if that kind of price action were to stay relevant. And with that, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.